Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I want to talk about the Portland Trailblazers. And this is an interesting team. I feel like they're always in this spot. Damian Lillard is a perennial MVP candidate, never seeming like he's super close or as he should be. But the team's overachieving, but while somewhat underachieving from what they did last year. It's always been this weird mess. And a funky diabetic made a video saying there needs to be a change in Portland. And I believe he meant Terry Stotts. And I think that sometimes, but then they go on a win streak or they go on wins and you're like, damn. All right, the Portland Trailblazers might not be in the situation that I thought they were a few days ago. And I want to hear your opinions down below. If you're a Portland Trailblazer fan, what do you guys think about this? This team's 33-28. And I think it's very interesting. I love the lineup they're using. I think it's one of the most perfect modern day basketball lineups. Right? Jusuf Nurkic, you tell him to go out there and play his game. Grab rebounds, putbacks, blocks, pass the ball out from the high post, do his thing, don't go out of the box. Just stay at what you're good at. Then you got Norman Powell, Robert Covington as your forward. Norman Powell's a little bit faster, isn't as big, but he's more of a scoring threat. Robert Covington, one of the better defensive players in the entire league, and he can grab rebounds and he can block shots and he can score. So then you got Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum being the de facto 1-2 scoring punch right there. And when Anfernee Simons, who dropped 27 points against the Indiana Pacers, was originally drafted, I honestly thought he was drafted to succeed CJ McCollum, maybe play six-man for a few years, and then eventually replace CJ. But I think, honestly, CJ has continued to evolve and outgrown the ceiling that we all hadn't assumed he had. And besides that, I think another thing that's been interesting is kind of how they've been phasing Derrick Jones Jr. out of the lineup. In the last 8 games, he's only been playing 15 a night. And for the season, he's been playing about 24 minutes a night. So I think they're phasing him out in favor of Enes Kanter, obviously, the split time with Jusuf Nurkic. I was just butchering that so hard. And then Harry Giles, splits those minutes. Then you got Carmelo Anthony and as the guy replacing Norman Powell and Nazir Little replacing Robert Covington. So, and they also have Rondé Hollis Jefferson, who's also very similar to Nazir Little, and that they're defensive. They don't really, their offensive game isn't super there. But I think what this team is they're able to put a similar lineup with their second unit in physical profile and play style as their starting lineup. So when the starting lineup's getting some break, getting some rest, they're able to put Simons, Kanter, Little, and Carmelo out there, and it's not a bad lineup. Carmelo and Little are the two forwards replacing Covington and Powell, and Simon replaces, Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum, you could say, as the scorer, and then they also split that duty, you could say, with Carmelo. But I really want to know who's the other guard for them backing up, because right here it seems like they're playing a lot of forwards. They had a mix of Derrick Jones Jr., Bill Evans, TJ Leaf in there. So, I mean, there's CJ Ellaby, who I'm not wild. I just think the problem with this team is I believe in Kanter. I believe in the entire starting lineup. I believe in Carmelo. Then the only guy off the bench, I believe, is in Carmelo and Kanter. I don't think they have anybody else consistent off the bench. Simons, hopefully, if we look at Anfernee Simons' last 9 games, he's been playing 15 minutes a night, and it's nothing special for the whole year. He's just, it's just interesting. This is his 3rd season, and you could argue for the season he's playing less minutes a night, but he's shooting at a better clip. He's just having a more efficient year than he had last year, even though he's playing less minutes. I still think this team I like how they play. I like their play style. I'm just scared that when push comes to shove, will they be able to shove? Oh, God, I love seltzer. So I want to hear your opinions down below. What do you guys think of the Portland Trailblazers? What do you guys think of what's the problem? Or how far do you think they're going to go in the playoffs? I think it's really up in the air. But that's it, guys. Peace out.